Hello and welcome to my new series of Japan videos. Today I'm going to show you what it's like flying from the UK to Tokyo. Then at the end I'll give you a preview of what's coming up this series. It's going to be really different and a completely new side of Japan, and I can't wait to show you. We're starting off at the airport in Paris, and what better way to start your Japan trip than with sushi. We're on the way to Japan. At the moment we're in Paris at Charles de Gaulle Airport. We've got a couple of hours hanging around here. We flew from Birmingham to Paris this morning, and if we look really bad it's because we were up at 3:30 this morning. So next we're going to fly from Paris to Tokyo Narita, and we're flying with Air France. It's the first time I've flown with them. We got some pretty good prices on the flights actually. They had a sale on, and I'm not sure if this time of year is any cheaper. It's a winter trip and we're going to be going to Hokkaido for the first time. First we're going to spend a couple of days in Tokyo, then we're going to get the bullet train up to Hokkaido to Hakodate, which is the end of the bullet train line. That's going to take about 4 hours. And then after exploring Hakodate we're going to go to Sapporo, to the Sapporo Snow Festival, where they make all the ice sculptures, and it's going to be -10 degrees, which seemed like a good idea when we booked this during the summer heat wave, but I'm not sure about it now. I'm sure it will be good anyway. And then after that we're going to get the bullet train back down, and before we go back to Tokyo we're going to stop over at Sendai and go to Matsushima, which is supposed to be one of the top 3 scenic places in Japan. And then we're flying back from Haneda Airport, and I'm going to be making videos about everything we do. They're going to be out every Thursday. The flight from Paris to Tokyo is about 12 hours, about the same as from the UK. Somehow changing flights in France doesn't make it any shorter, but the benefit of flying indirect is it's usually cheaper. Is that the chicken basquets, whatever that is? Chicken basket. Is the chicken meal. Phil gets chocolate pudding.
Oh, don't you get one?
I get crumble. But chocolate pudding's vegetarian, so the crumble is nice though, it's kind of cinnamon flavour. If you're vegetarian or on a special diet, they always bring your meal out first, so you get yours before everyone else. My meal was kind of weird, I'm not sure what it was supposed to be. It was like mashed up vegetables and lentils that were sort of curry flavour, with some broccoli on the top. You do get some weird options for plain food sometimes. When you check the estimated time of arrival, and there's still 9 hours left to go. We really do need to get some sleep, because when we arrive in Tokyo it's going to be 9 AM in the morning, so we're going to have a full day, so we've got to sleep on the flight. The best thing you can bring with you on the flight is some noise cancelling headphones, because the headphones they give you aren't that good and it's so loud on the plane, so even if you're not watching anything you can just have them in to block out some of the flight noise. They've just given out our custom forms to everyone on the plane. Now I don't know about for other countries, but if you're from the UK, this is all you need to do is your visa. You don't need to apply for anything else beforehand, and they just gave these out to everyone on the plane. So you fill it in and give it to the people at customs when you get there. Now this one you need to fill in one per person. It's just got your name, date of birth, why you're going to Japan, your flight number, how long you're going to stay, and the address of where you're staying in Japan. And there's a few questions to answer. Have you ever been deported or been convicted of a crime? This other one you have to fill in one per family. It's just got your details, your flight number, your passport number, and then it asks you if you're bringing in any restricted items. I don't have any gold bullion on me. Do I have more than 1 million yen? Unfortunately not. I could buy a lot of gachapon with that. Do you have any unaccompanied articles? And on the back it's got the prohibited and restricted items, which includes crocodiles. So if you are bringing crocodiles to Japan, this is the box you need to tick. Here's my breakfast. I've got quite a mixture of things. I've got some hash browns, mushrooms and tomato, fruit, a roll, something, a brownie, and the yogurt. Phil's got question mark.
Spinach.
Spinach. And eggs maybe? We've arrived, and this is how bad I look after a long haul flight. We just went through customs, there wasn't a long queue or anything. We picked up our bags, everything was fine. They had some dogs going around, checking for drugs and explosives and things, I guess. And it's lovely and sunny in Tokyo, so we're going to pick up some things and get into the city. Our hotel check-in time's at 3 o'clock. Right now it's about 12:30 and they wouldn't let us check in early. They never do. But they did keep our suitcases for us so we can come back later. It's actually really nice to not be walking around with the suitcases now. So we've just grabbed some drinks and something to eat for some energy. We're feeling a bit low on it at the moment. Phil's got a beef onigiri.
First time I ever had a beef one. I normally had either plain or fish ones. I figured beef might be quite nice.
And I've got my favourite cheap drink from the 7-Eleven, Yuzu Lemon. It's actually really nice and it's only 93 yen. Now, onigiri rice balls used to be a mystery if you couldn't read Japanese, but they've started putting English on the labels at 7-Eleven, and I'm guessing as it gets close to the Olympics, the other convenience stores might follow suit.
That's actually pretty nice.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be just chunks of beef. But it's got, I don't know what sauce that is. It's not soy sauce, it's a bit sweeter, like
Teriyaki?
yes. Yeah, I think it might be.
Next, we're probably going to go over to Yanesen and have a look round before we can check into our hotel and try and stay awake to a reasonable time to acclimatise to the time change.
You've got to be a bit careful about jet lag, right? Because we've arrived here at all times of day, like really early morning and quite late at night, and we always think, oh, we're going to land early in the morning and get loads of stuff done, but it's really difficult because you're so tired.
Before, we've always landed later in the day, so we've just got something to eat and then gone to sleep really, and it seemed like a good idea to have a whole day for our first day, but we do feel pretty tired at the moment, but I want to make the most of it anyway. Finally, here's a preview of what's coming up over the next few months. There's new videos every Thursday if you want to subscribe. We'll be going to some less known places in Tokyo, as well as all my favourites. I couldn't go there without going to Harajuku and Akihabara. Also the Digital Art Museum in Odaiba, which is amazing. Then we're going north to Hokkaido, to the Sapporo Snow Festival and Japan's Winter Wonderland. And we'll be going back down through Tohoku to one of Japan's most beautiful bays with over 200 tiny islands. Next week we'll be starting off with a less well-known place in Tokyo where I got so many amazing photos. I'll see you on Thursday.